This is my client John, who came from Arizona to see me at Hesch Institute in Aurora, Colorado. He had some right low back SI area pain, some hip pain, knee pain, and back pain. And he had a hip scope. When was that done?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay. Now, his right hip does not rotate internally as much as the left. It only rotates about 15 degrees internally. And that's based on bony development, because we worked on stretching that and we were not able to change that much at all. Just gained about 5 degrees and a softening of the end feel. He had some blocked motion through the right ilium. We called that pattern an anterior ilium. And we restored that motion. And now all passive movement throughout his pelvis is normal. So there's nothing to change posturally of the pelvis. Okay? And so now we look at bony development. We know that his right hip joint is different from his left hip joint. And when he sits, I notice that the right iliac shelf is lower than the left shelf. And I also notice that this left femur is longer and it's also taller. And so what we did as an experiment was we took this piece of craft foam. Okay, it's a 1/4 inch craft foam. You can buy it at Joanne Crafts or Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And I put it under his sit bone. And when we do that, the height is almost equal. It's really too subtle for me to tell if there's any asymmetry now. So big difference. And the length, this seems just ever so slightly longer. He gets uncomfortable after sitting for about 15 minutes. And so we're going to make this an experiment. I'm going to cut that craft foam in half. You'll have a piece for your car and a piece for your chair at work. And make it an experiment, and let's see if that affects your sitting comfort. Okay?
Sounds good.
Another thing that I sometimes use, I'll take that out now. The other thing is I use this foam roll with a 1/2 inch wood dowel that we make, and then we dip them in plastic. It's pipe foam. And I place that underneath the trochanter. So we'll put that under the right trochanter, and that also balances the length and the height. And it seems to balance the height of the shelves. Of course, palpation is not a perfect art, you know. But that's another option. Does that feel any different than sitting on that foam?
Yeah.
Does this feel more comfortable than the foam?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, then maybe this is what you need. So let's send you home with one of those and see if that improves your sitting comfort. You can also make your own. You know, you can buy pipe foam at the hardware store and a 1/2 inch dowel, or you can use a magic marker and roll it up with a couple of washcloths to give it a little bit of padding. You know, there's a number of things that you can do. So thank you.